Hey Beth, you're looking beautiful tonight.
You're very kind.
That's
Hair's like everywhere.
a good day.
It's good to
I,
talk to you. I haven't
I
seen
just-
you in a long time.
I know, it's just at the dog park and I'm like, where's Beth? And then Jane stopped by and said, you're doing yoga without me.
Yeah, well, we just started doing it, and I was going to text you guys and see if you want to start joining us.
Yeah, and then while we were there, we met the guy that's teaching martial arts downtown, Brett, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm like, I'll do anything.
Uh-huh.
Class, I'll do it. So
Me too. Me too. And it's so nice. I want to be outside.
yeah, it is really nice. It's scary nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to do something about the COVID-90 is what I call it now.
Yeah, right.
Not even COVID-19 anymore.
Yeah, right. I hear you. Hello, Captain, my captain. Yeah.
Hello, this is Dan.
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good. Good to hear your voice.
Yeah, you too.
I can't stand sing. Go. You look like Trump.
Show us your moves.
Yeah.
There he is.
But I can't right now. Okay. All right, I need you to move. Oh, okay. Move that way.
Me. We're going mute.
Back to meeting. There, that's good.
Oh, I need to mute myself. Now I figured it out.
Hi, Anshul.
Hi, Mary.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I've been busy.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Angel, did you hear me when I drove by and I said, "Hey, slacker," while you were working in the
Uh-huh. I was picking up turds.
Is there going to be a slacker, Beth?
Yes.
That's
Yes,
good to know.
we are moving forward. Dr. Ryan told us to submit our permits and organize the race. So that's what we're doing.
Good job.
That's
Good job.
awesome.
Yeah. Some sense of normalcy.
I waved back at you, Beth, but you zoomed by so fast you probably didn't see it.
I was trying to miss all the potholes.
Okay, I think we've contained ourselves. We're ready if you're ready.
Sorry, Steve, can't hear a word from you.
Yeah, Steve, you're muted. There you are.
Well, he's,
Hey, Dan, is Brady with you maybe?
No, he's not.
Okay. I see you. I have no Brady, and that's it.
Oh, fair.
No, Tom.
Brady, have a note?
A
You just-
doctor's note.
Steve, you might have to rejoin. I don't know if it's not going to allow you to
No.
talk.
You're not there.
Your house looks beautiful, though.
All right, if he's gonna take a minute, I'm gonna pee.
Heard that. Rob forgot to flush when he was in there.
If it's yellow, let it mellow.
Or to wash your hands.
Hey,
Kent's like, we're on the public.
if you're recording this, I wash my hands on a daily.
Steve, can you say something now?
It's really weak.
Does he have cue cards?
He's calling in. I can see.
Well, he's got it muted right now. But doesn't matter, I guess. I'm trying everything.
There's, he's unmuted and it's still not coming across.
Yeah, you have a bad mic, Steve. Might have to use the phone.
I think that's what he's doing. He's dialing in.
If he's the seventh caller, we'll take him.
They're not starting yet.
And Steve,
We're waiting for Steve.
unless you want to talk, you know, we could have somebody else run the meeting. So even Rob, if we dare, but
I know that if I try and log in from my work network, it doesn't work. You have to copy and paste the link
Mhm.
over in your general internet server.
When can we like do it in person again?
Yeah, when?
Even if we're in a park 6 feet apart, right?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I know, but if we get together, I think Steve ought to wear a wig and a gavel.
I'm the only one cross-dressing.
I second that motion.
there's Brady.
Yeah,
We took long enough. Brady showed up.
yeah, right.
We said his name 3 times. So
Yeah.
Hi, Brady.
My voice is coming through. You can call it in.
Oh, there you are.
a little bit.
Is he talking through a pillow?
It's better.
Why don't you go ahead, Steve? Start us off.
Is that working?
Yeah, you're a little
little.
soft. Just enunciate really well.
Okay. Parks and Recreation Commission, Town of Georgetown, regular scheduled meeting Thursday, April 1st, 2020. Virtual meeting due to COVID-19. Regular scheduled meeting Thursday, April 1st, 2021. Notice an agenda for regular meeting. This meeting is by conference call only. How about now?
Oh, better. Oh, there you
Hey,
All right, this meeting is by conference call only. The town hall will not be open to the public for this meeting. The Parks and Recreation Commission will attend the meeting electronically as permitted by the open meetings law. Meetings can be watched live via www.townofgeorgetown.us. Go to government and recordings of the meetings. Like to leave a message or comment, please call 303-569-2555, extension 2, or email town clerk at townofgeorgetown.us. We'll give you details regarding the meeting.
Steve?
Call to order. Yes.
Do you have your phone? You have your phone and your computer going right now? I think that's why there's the echo. So go ahead and mute your computer, and your phone will still go.
How about now?
I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good.
All right. I have my volume off, but okay. I got a new laptop this last month. My last one took a whatever and not all dialed in yet. All right, call to order. Roll call. Chairman Steve Calabany here. Vice Chairman Tom Paxton. Members Beth Luther,
Here.
Daniel Owen,
Here.
Grady Scott,
Here.
Anshel Bomberger,
here.
and Rob Connell,
Here.
Mary Burnell.
Here,
All right. Agenda approval.
Can I add a couple things?
Yes, you may.
Okay. I just want to bring up cleanup day for a second. And then I want to talk about the lake trail. And then I want to just ask Kevin about flower updates.
Okay.
Does anybody else have anything to add?
I would like to, oh, Ken? Did you have something to say?
I'll just have a general report at the end. That's fine. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I was going to make a motion to approve the agenda with the recent additions.
I'll
All in
second
favor?
that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Agenda approved. Minutes approval, March 4th, 2021.
I'll move to approve the minutes of March 4th, 2021 as presented.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Minutes approved. Audience business. Members of the audience will have 5 minutes to present any matter of concern to the commission. No official action may be taken at this time. Those viewing on television may phone in comments to 303-569-2555, extension 7. Old new business. We'll start with Parks Tech. Kevin.
Hi. Last month was busy month with snow. I did talk to Bear Creek Tree and told them about our request. They never got back with me. And that's all about it. I've been working, trying to find some valves for the bathrooms, but that's been kind of a chore. I did find some there, $400 a piece. I need to get back with the guy still.
Where did
What's
you go?
$400?
For the flush valves for the toilets and the warming hut. So those were $400 a piece. I didn't order them yet. So I might order them tomorrow. I gotta get with Kent on that though. And other than that, a lot of snow last month.
Yeah. Looks like we got some warm weather coming,
Yeah.
melting pretty fast.
So Kevin, did we get an update from Brown's Greenhouse at all, or?
Well, when I did drop the baskets off 2 months ago, they said the flowers would be ready on time. They said if we want extra flowers, that's the time to tell them to bring it up with our order.
I think we have in our budget like 3,200 or something like that. And what we used to do is whatever the baskets are, pay for that, and whatever's left over, use that to order flats of flowers so the
Right.
garden club can plant them. Can we do that again?
Yeah, we could do that. He said, yeah, at the time when they call us to deliver the flowers, tell them how many flowers we want, and they could do that.
Okay. Is everybody okay with that? I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great, Beth. That
Okay.
sounds good.
When are you gonna get the palm trees?
The
Yes.
palm-
All right. Anything else? Seven?
No, that's it.
Okay. Update on Strauss Park construction documents. Anything, Kent?
Yeah, they're waiting on the electrical engineer and the structural engineer to finish up. They should be finished up this week or next. And then they'll be ready to take it back to DRC, possibly the last meeting for DRC in April, but more than likely the first meeting in May. But we'll see. As far as to get because they wanted to see once the construction plans were done, they wanted to
Okay.
have it go back to them. So they'll go to DRC and then also got to take it to the Board of Selectmen and let Rob carry the water with the rest of the selectmen. So
All right, Rob.
Get her done, Rob.
no, actually not. I mean, it's a big enough
Sure.
project that everybody will have a comment on it. So
But it looks like maybe this year we can do the restrooms. We talked last time, maybe.
yeah, we'll have to see once it gets done. I don't want to get to a situation where it's, not ready for Christmas market, especially since we had to cancel Christmas market last year. So got to
Yeah.
be really cognizant of what's the project that we undertake this year once it gets approved. So,
Yeah, we thought the
know
restrooms
that it's
were out
not-
of the way. The restrooms are out of the way. Might be a good idea to knock that off. I don't know. That and the tree.
yeah, and the tree, and that was one thing, and I don't know about really talking about, but just to let everybody know that when we start talking with the tree companies as far as either Bear Creek or with Lamb, to remove that tree and then have a process to replace it with as big a tree as we can muster.
Yeah.
But the one thing I forgot the last time we talked about it here at Park Board was it was suggested in promotions or another meeting to slice up the tree and mark it and be able to either hand it out or have people make a small donation to the park for the Strauss Park tree. I don't know what you
Yeah,
guys
that'd be
think
a
of that
great
idea. Some type of ceremony regarding the taking down of that tree. So,
That's a great
Um,
idea, Kent. That's a great idea.
I did
and
talk
if
to
there's other things that you guys think of, whether now or after this meeting, to make it more of a ceremony, make it more celebratory. It's a made up word I just made up. For the tree. But if you guys can think of anything to make it more of a community event.
Okay. Free beer.
Sure, in a park. Okay. We need
You
to.
can't leave
but-
you can't leave the park with an open container.
Yeah, we'll just block off the streets like the slacker and stay inside the gates.
Yeah.
Have a party.
All right.
Have a party?
Hey, I'll tell you what though, you know, it being like kind of like considered like post-pandemic, let's make sure that we don't come up short or do something half-assed. You know what I mean? Let's just make sure we're on point, you know, in terms of that, you know, and make sure that we impress. I just want people, we're going to have a lot of visitors. This is an opportunity for us to really shine. So let's not miss it.
Let's do a big barbecue and beer and make a big fest. Music, live band.
If we can get the Rolling Stones, that'd be fine.
Okay.
Sounds good. All right. Mark's here. So we'll Mark, Parks Master Plan update. You're on, Mark.
Great. Hello, everyone. It's been a while. Hope you're all doing well. We don't really have a lot of updates. We had the plans posted online since, Kent, was it November or December of 2020? Right around the end of the year. And then, so we were waiting to see if we had any final comments from the community. Really nothing came back from that time that we had them posted. But we had the comments from the Board of Selectmen from the initial presentation back before the first of the year that we've been integrating into the documents. And those weren't a lot of changes. Some of it was formatting. Some of it was like moving the restroom on the city park, Foster's Place, to the other side of the trail, the path from where we originally located it. There were some other things with Triangle Park, adding a couple parking spaces along the street there to allow for parking. Meadow Park, I think we had just some minor changes to that area. But not a lot of significant changes. So we're kind of wrapping up those comments, those changes right now, and hoping to get a final draft out here. I was hoping to earlier this week, but I've been taking a few days off to spend with the kiddos while they're off from school. But we're real close. Thanks, Kent.
Did any of the park board members have any final comments before this is presented for approval? And I can run through this quickly on the share screen or not, if it's not in.
When is it going to the BOS?
Hoping a week from Tuesday, but if not, it could be delayed a little bit.
Okay.
If you wanted it at the last meeting in April, or, you know.
Does anybody have a preference, or are you guys good with that timing?
I'm good with it.
All right. Week from Tuesday is the 13th, and that is your meeting.
We had the trail inventory, the lake recreation area, which you guys had seen this or had it in your packets, and I didn't grab Mary before your packets were sent out to send it to you. This is the southeast part of the lagoon.
Can you send this out again?
I can, absolutely.
So I think
Okay.
this is the version that was submitted to the Board of Selectmen for comment, and we made some edits to this. I can quickly PDF the current version and send that to you so we can distribute the latest.
Right.
That'd be great.
Yeah, let me do that.
And that's, you know, the couple comments that Mark mentioned is really the minimal changes that they talked about at the Board of Selectmen when it was presented.
One thing we'll want to do is, as part of the final production of the document, is put the ordinance of approval in the front, so it's known that the Board of Selectmen has approved the plan. Here's the ordinance to prove it on the date that it was approved, and that'll be kind of like the finishing touches to that document. If you like, I can pull up the
Sounds good.
master plans to refresh everyone, or if we're okay.
Why don't you pull it up, Mark? And as far as the things that you mentioned, specifically the parking spaces at Triangle,
Yeah, that'd be good.
and the couple other things that you mentioned.
Do the minutes, not your nails.
Great. So I don't believe we had any changes to the Georgetown Lake area north, just some text changes identified for the plan. For Georgetown Lake area south, the biggest change here is we added a note on the ice rink that a feasibility study needs to be complete before that's considered, and to gauge community interest as it increases for that kind of a program use. But we didn't want the board didn't want to commit to that quite yet.
And Mark, that's a new warming hut, right? That's not existing.
Correct. That's a new warming hut.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so this is a Johnny come lately's comment, but if there's like infrastructure that facilitates somebody being able to get onto the ice in that little ice rink, it'd be a much more appealing, but there's nothing there, right? There's no real easy way to get onto the ice rink if, as it stands now, right now. I mean,
Right. We could create access off the boardwalk and the deck that kind of surrounds the new warming hut. I think that
That'd
would
be
be
great.
easy enough to provide, and add later as well. I mean, that can come out during the final designs. to make
just
sure.
something simple, with like a rubber mat, just get some rubber mats and nail it down to like a floating dock. I don't know. Something simple and kind of, I know it's like kind of after the fact, but it'll just make it the transition from land to ice a little easier.
Yeah. Yeah. A place to put some benches so people can sit down and
Totally.
put their skates on. So yeah.
I mean, if you've ever looked at the Evergreen Lake House, the whole inside of that lake house is like a hockey locker room. It's got the rubber mats throughout.
Okay, cool. That's a great idea.
I'm just saying.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want to preclude that from happening in the future at some point, for sure.
Right.
Good comment. For the lagoon, the only comment that we received was to make sure that it was a hardened surface down to the boat ramp beach area up to the fence, and then it's gravel in front of the fence, and to note some interpretive graphic panels, interpretive displays along that walk along the edge.
Awesome.
Nice.
Greenway Park and Trail. I don't believe we had any comments on this park.
Good.
I think we were good here.
Isn't that the place where there was like a bike trail or a bike? I mean, this is sort of a Dan and Brady thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Right, so we have kind of like a beginner bike loop in the center spine with a more advanced bike
It's in
technical
there.
trail
Okay.
on the outside. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. No, I just didn't see it.
okay.
I don't think the board members were visualizing it very well. So that's,
Just let it
I don't
go.
think they had comments.
You gotta get a towel at least. Please get a towel.
We're not muted.
Oh, sorry.
Meadow Park. Ken, I don't believe we had any comments here either, just to make sure that we labeled the pickleball courts and the tennis courts, and we showed the latest Google Earth aerial for that.
Looks good.
Good.
Love it.
We also showed the warning sirens based on the easements that Kent sent over. So that's the location, the current warning siren.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that came up at the end of the Board of Selectmen meeting regarding the warnings. Or was that in our discussion? That was in our discussion. We started.
Yeah, that they mentioned showing the warning siren at the other park,
Whirling Park.
at
Yeah,
Whirling
Whirling.
Park. And then we showed the other one here as well.
Okay.
And then Whirling Park. So we showed the warning siren location based on those easements that we received. And then we kept the existing shed in the middle of the southern fence line, where it's shown here. And then we have single volleyball and the ice rink on the southern half. And that really can be positioned anywhere. It's not a permanent facility. And we added a dog watering station.
Yay.
And then City Park, the biggest comment was moving the restroom to this side within this triangular space between the trees and keeping it out of the barbecue area. And then we added some notes about maintaining the historic nature of the park, including the fencing, the arch, gateways, barbecue pit, gazebo, fountain, Foster's Place playground, and the flagstone path.
Nice.
To make sure that was clearly evident that we don't want to touch those features.
Yeah, looks good.
And then Triangle Park, we added the 2 parking spots right down here off of Main Street. A little bit of picnic areas right off of the parking area, and then a ADA path up to the playground.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Great. And then Strauss Park is just the final master plan. We referenced that was completed during a different planning process, design process, but we just reference it in the plan here.
Oh, it looks good.
And probably need the updated view of that because the 2 sets of booths are connected now.
Oh, okay. I'll find that and update it.
Yeah, couldn't just get that from Kyle.
Yeah.
Just wanted to ask, like, in lieu of Christmas market coming up, could these bathrooms be available? Or is this park going to be, this isn't going to be complete by then, is it?
If it's installed and it's where it's made off site and it's just trucked in and plopped in, it can be done.
Yeah, they're fast. I've seen them do it in the forest. They're fast.
Nah, I was just hoping, just that hope.
Yeah.
No, if we do it, it'll be ready by Christmas market. Yes.
All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pizza Park, the only comment was to show the Pizza Plains Trail along the road here, and then the final route will have to be determined on based on right of way and plans, but we're showing it as an on-street trail system for now.
Okay.
And we'll have to review the feasibility of off-street trail alignment as the plans develop.
Okay.
Very good.
Great. And then that was it. And then we talked about the trail connections in the next several slides. And these are really the existing trails. We didn't identify any new trail connections other than the ones in the park.
Very cool.
Great. Any other comments or questions?
Looks good, Mark.
Yeah. Mark, did you do one for the, and maybe we just blew by it and I wasn't paying attention, the one for the trail along the lagoon on the highway side of the lagoon?
Well, I think we just noted, let me see if I can find it here. It's either in, and it's probably one of the first ones, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I saw the warming hut one.
Yeah, we noted on the 35-foot easement along
Yeah.
the west side.
Uh-huh. Did we not do like a design for that or anything? Just some
Like
beautification.
a beach area?
No, no, just like I know the path is there, but did we want to put any trees or anything along there, or I don't know, interpretive signage, or just make it
As
look
part of
nice?
as part of the dredging project, it was required to put some additional vegetation back, or plant back, just less than an acre, both on the southeast lagoon side, and then there's a couple different areas, and then there's different rock areas along the west side of the lagoon. But there were willows planted or transplanted, the ones that got
Yeah.
taken out of the island that was there, got transplanted, and some of them survived
Yeah, I saw.
this
Yeah.
last summer. So those are there. Now, there's definitely could be more, but and there's more that could be done with the trail, but it's how much do we want to take care of, I guess, would be the question.
Yeah. I was just thinking about some additional trees. I know down by the warming hut and stuff, we have some pretty hardy pines down there. And I think was it like Russian olive or something? There's some of those down there, but I don't know. It's just, it's one of the town's trails. I was just thinking, to add some, I don't know, beauty instead of
Yeah,
being
we
like
can-
a desert like it is now.
Yeah, we can add a note and some graphics if that's preferred for everyone to show kind of like a shoreline restoration, to improve wildlife habitat and function of that pond edge. And that could be some willows, some native plants, some Russian olives are considered a noxious species in Colorado, but we could put
Oh.
some cottonwoods.
Don't put that one.
And don't
You
say that
just-
we have them, Beth, or they'll
Oh,
take them out.
yeah.
Well, people
Okay.
will show up.
Sorry.
But we can put some native species down there for sure. Some peach leaf
Yeah.
willows for a little bit higher canopy, or some cottonwoods.
Yeah, I thought it would be kind of nice to have some trees along that trail. Make it look nice. I don't know, I'm not, I don't know the kind of stuff that you know about, like what could be done to the shoreline to beautify it, or, I noticed like the shoreline you did or we did or something over on the southeast corner of the lagoon. That looks really nice. I don't know. I realize I'm just adding dollar signs to the project, but I feel like, if it's ours, then it should look good and, managed and, be inviting and invite people to leave the motel and walk on the path, or leave Cabin Creek Brewery and want to walk on the path. So,
Well,
Once
now's the
that
time.
contractor, I'm sorry, go ahead, Mark.
I was just going to say, now's the time to identify all those goals, and then we have a plan in place, and that's when you pursue the funding to support the projects and the prioritization. And as funding becomes available, that vision is out there to restore that edge, and so it makes it easier to find the funding at that point when it's in a master plan.
yeah. I'm just one person, so if you guys are like, you can tell me to smoke another one, but I just thought it would be kind of nice, to make that
All right, go.
shoreline.
No, I think you're right. You're right.
You should smoke another one.
Okay. No, I think you're right. You know, this is an opportunity where we can do it the right way. You know, we just don't want to shortchange ourselves at this point.
Yeah. I definitely, don't want to leave that trail half-assed, I guess.
Exactly. Exactly. Who said that before? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look how beautiful we're making these other spaces, and, I don't want it to look like, the
Came up short.
stepchild. So,
No, that makes sense and a great point. Like I said, I just don't want I don't want people to come to the conclusion that we, well, I guess this is where they ran out of money.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have you been, in that situation?
Yeah.
Elsewhere, you're like, well, I guess this is where the taxes end because the road starts sucking.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'll put it out there to the group. I'd love to see Mark do some design for along the shoreline and along the trail. But that's you guys, you all have votes. So if you disagree, say no. And if you agree with the idea, say yes. Give Mark some direction. I don't know.
Yes.
I agree with Beth because obviously I live near there and I walk it a lot. It's going to have to be very hardy, whatever it is, because that is like probably one of the worst wind areas.
Yeah.
All the stuff that was planted by those original townhomes was either blown over or died. And even some of the stuff they put down by the Cabin Creek Brewery has died. So, something that is going to thrive there would be wonderful. And I think it would make it pretty. I think what Beth said, it does kind of look deserty there.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
and
it
a lot of
does.
people like to fish there and, so a little shade, maybe something that would create shade in the future. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Those are great ideas, Mary.
Sounds good.
Once the contractor gets done with the apartment buildings, they are going to finish that trail as far as the actual trail.
Yeah.
That is a requirement. They're required to get that finished once a certain amount of building is done. So now that the apartment buildings will be done and those townhomes along the lake, they can do the trail in front of it and not mess it up with construction, because the construction will be at least away from the edge of the lake, except for one additional building. But that will make a difference too, to have the actual trail, crusher fine trail,
Yep.
in place.
Yeah.
And then there can be the notes that Mark was talking about, to make notes of that, would be good for the master plan here.
Yeah.
And I like the ideas that you guys are stating, and we can certainly look at it, once that trail's in place, then you have a better visual
Mhm.
of how
Yeah.
and where things should go.
And I'm not
Does
sure.
that make sense?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yes.
Yeah, don't put the cart before the horse for sure. The only concern I have with that area right now, and what's the area we cleared off? The Greenway behind me?
Yeah. The Greenway Park.
Right. Is the amount of dog feces that's in both of those areas is astronomical. So I don't know if we have plans for poop stations and trash cans in those two areas, but all those people that moved into the apartments apparently think you don't clean it up in the mountains because it's bad. I can't even walk around there anymore. It's disgusting. So I don't know if our master plan includes some of those things, trash cans, signage, something to help.
Let's take care of it right now. Kevin,
Exactly.
Kevin, are you still on? And do we have trash cans?
I can set something up over there. I have a few trash cans and some doggy mutt dispensers I can put up over there with them.
Yeah.
And
That'd be good.
signage, you know, about that they have to do it because they apparently aren't understanding this.
I agree with
Pick up or
Mary.
get a ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
One, who's going to ticket them? And two, you know, without the sign up, I don't know. There's no signage down here at all whatsoever. None.
Okay.
So if we can get some of those signs that say it is the law to pick it up, I think it would get a message to the new people in town.
People don't really read signs, though, just to be fair.
We could
Yeah,
put a
but you
sign,
have some,
we could put a sign up with a big fat lie on it that says we are DNA testing all poop, and a ticket will be mailed to your house. So
yeah, no, I love that. Let's do that. Because people will freak out and
yeah,
do it.
Boulder does that. So
I think that's a great idea.
we're DNA testing poop. Yeah.
They might pay attention to that sign. If we make it funny and different than, you know, normal.
Yeah.
It's the law, pick up after, you know, but maybe if we made some things like that, it would catch people's eye. So, because sometimes that's a better message,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it makes
Very
it
good.
funny yet attention grabbing. So maybe they'll pay attention. But I'm not going to lie, it's pretty bad out there.
Well,
I
that's-
won't even go there anymore.
That's terrible.
Wow.
Are you talking just Greenway or the pedestrian bridge or what else, Mary?
The Greenway and the first part of the lagoon on the frontage road side. I don't know what direction that is, but you know, on the construction side. Yeah, they're just all going out there and letting their dogs go to the bathroom and just not cleaning
Okay.
it up. So
Okay.
We could put a fence around those buildings and kind of lock them in their own space so they have to see their own poop and it doesn't get on our trail.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So. Well, thanks, Mark, for thinking about it. We
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Glad to see it all come together here. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
gone through a lot the
Thank you,
last
Mark.
year, and now we're here.
Yeah.
Mark.
We
Mark.
made it a year.
All right, Beth, you're on.
Thank you.
Oh, I am? Okay, thanks, Mark. Hey, I just want to make sure that cleanup day, we can do it this year. It is normally the second Saturday in June. And just wanted to run that time and date by everybody and Kent and make sure we don't have any conflicts with any other events or whatever.
This is
June
when we all
12th,
take a
right?
bath, right?
Yes.
Wait, my niece is getting married.
I get to go first.
Yeah. So that would be June
12.
12th, yeah. So, just kind of wanted to
Yep.
plant that seed.
We have a wedding.
We do, but it's okay. Everybody else can move along.
So, anyway, just reminding everybody, Kent, if it's all right, I'll go ahead and schedule dumpsters for that day and we'll plan on our usual spot. You're not going to have any construction mobilized in our lot, are you? Okay. Uh-oh.
I don't think so, but
I'm gonna ask
I'll
if you
segue
were-
to that after you're done, Beth. I do have something else. So,
Oh. I was gonna ask if you remember how many dumpsters? Remember you added one?
6.
6 dumpsters.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've done
So-
6, we've done 5. We did 5 last year.
Yeah. So I think we decided we filled up those 5 so fast that having another one would be good.
Yeah.
So,
we
okay.
try to
think the
have
ones
that
that
for
are-
town residents only, right?
That's the
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not providing dumpsters for the entire county to come
No,
dump.
no,
It
no.
really should be for town residents only. Right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I
we-
mean, that's the plan. Is somebody else poaching it?
No, it's just a concern I have, and
Yeah.
that it's not really checked. I mean, most of us know the people that do come, but
Yeah.
I did get asked by another member of a county staff whether we could just have it on the same day as Idaho Springs and open it up to the entire county. And I'm like,
No.
Mm-mm. No, no, no.
you know, we pay for our dumpsters, or, you know, we work out an agreement for it.
Yeah.
That Georgetown takes care of, and we shouldn't be providing it for the entire county.
No.
So
No.
do you guys have any different ideas than that regarding it?
No, because people will come up from Lawson and dump their stuff, and it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
We could put on there that, you know, it's for Georgetown residents and IDs will be checked. There's no problem with that. I
Who
don't
words
know.
are so scary with our signage?
I know.
I think that's a good idea.
Everywhere signs. But, you know, we could just put it on there. But, you know.
Well,
it's-
the more we advertise it, the more we'll get people from outside. It's kind of, there's a balance here. We want to advertise to the town residents, but we don't want to have Las Vegas neon lights, although we can't have that in Georgetown anyway, but
Yeah.
Las Vegas lights saying, well, we're going, you know, we have cleanup this weekend.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I think we do what Mary says, and we, and all of our, you know, flyers and whatever, we say Georgetown residents only, IDs will be checked.
I agree.
okay.
I'll
Yeah.
check them. I like that. I'll stand there and look at, you know, they do that at the transfer station. They,
Yeah.
you know, everybody does
Right.
it. It's okay.
Yeah,
Right.
got it.
No, I don't have any problem doing it. It's just getting the people to actually do it. So
Yeah,
So, you know, the
follow along.
residents of Georgetown are paying for this service, so they should expect us to, you know, represent them as far as, you know, being diligent with their taxpayers' money and, you know, and not letting it go
Right.
to everybody else. And
yeah,
it was going to be a county cleanup day and every town did it, you know, that could, and the county even had it for outside of city limits. That would be different if it was, but this is strictly for Georgetown and that's the way it should stay.
yep.
Okay.
Okay. My next thing was, speaking of the beautification area of the lagoon, Kevin, is it okay when it snows a lot? Can we just plow a little trail on that side
Yeah, I could do that.
from the footbridge to the brewery?
Do that. Let's go down that.
Okay. I mean, it's an awesome workout to post hole for that half mile, but yeah, okay. That was my only.
Burn that beer.
Yeah, right. And then I know this is my big pain in the did we do any surveys yet, Kent?
I've sent off the information to Evergreen Survey,
Okay,
and I'm waiting for a quote back from them
okay,
as far as the cost and what it gets back. So,
okay. All right, I'll be
and so
quiet
that
now.
that will get completed. So yes, that will get completed.
Okay. All right, that's all I have, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
Thanks, Beth. All right, Kent.
Couple things. We did, Rob was part of that, approved an encroachment license for the parking lot at Creek House Condos, which is the condos, the older condos right next to where the new apartment buildings are getting built. And as part of that, they want to extend their parking lot a little bit. They're going to make 4 public parking spaces when they pave that a little bit later this spring, summer. Right next to, it'll be somewhat in proximity to the pedestrian bridge.
Okay.
So all those Fisher, Wally was calling Fisher people, but fishermen that, you know, that like that area. I mean, that's a real popular area right at that neck of the creek where it runs into the lagoon. But
Yep.
they'll actually be parking 4 public spaces, and then the rest will be marked as condo parking. So we'll see how that works. But And then that can also be used for people that want to go on the trail, starting at that point. So when that trail is done along the west side of the lagoon, and then obviously connect across. So just want to let you be aware of that.
Okay.
Good idea.
The Cindy is working out for a grant with CDOT. The part that we we took out of the Gateway project last year, the bike trail that's along the west side or next to the I-70 side of Argentine, where Gateway was worked on not last year, but the previous year. And we took that out because of the cost. We look like we're going to get a $100,000 grant from CDOT to do that bike trail, or at least that portion of it. Now it's only from Loop Drive down to almost where that turnaround is, right next to Pizza Park, the truck turnaround part.
Yeah.
So it'll be a concrete trail, 8-foot wide trail for bikes, because there's
Yay.
no room on the street anymore
Yeah,
Right.
you got that
on that
right.
area.
Nice.
And then eventually we'll connect, the Peak the Plains Trail will connect, the rest of the way down to the roundabout and then up Loop Drive to the railroad.
Nice.
And then I haven't heard how they're changing. They did a little bit of change last year, Beth, regarding from the lookout, the bike trail, but that connection, they still have a problem. It goes through the parking lot of the railroad, and the railroad can't stand that
Oh, yeah.
because it's dangerous, really.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the bikers come off the bike trail
At top
coming
speed.
down from Loveland Pass, and then they think, I don't have to slow down for the parking lot. I can just wipe out
Yeah. Yeah.
mom and dad and the 2 kids going to the railroad. They need to get that done, but that'll be some other grant, some other project. But I want to let you know that it looks like we're going to have that this year.
Cool.
Another little grant to do that little concrete stuff.
Cool.
You said that. Okay. I need to ask you guys, we tried to get it done last year. Some of these projects, we keep hanging out. We keep not doing things because Strauss Park, we keep saying, okay, it's going to come. And I keep urging you to hold off. But one project that we said last year we were going to try to get done and we weren't able to get it completed was redoing the flagstone in City Park.
Steve, I
Should we
thought
go
you were
ahead?
on that.
Yeah, I looked at it last year, but they're doing all that road construction, so we didn't get it done before winter.
Right. That's why we held off. Yeah.
Are we doing Tell
Yep.
Street this year?
The water is done and the Tallow Street is going to be part of the paving this year. Yes. But everything done with the flagstone or connecting the water and sewer into the park is done. So now we could go ahead and get the flagstone done.
Yeah, let's do it.
So-
Okay, look. I can
Yeah,
look at
just
that
gotta-
again. Do we have other masons we use in town? That I've used in the past? I get another price? Any other mason contractors? No? Okay.
I'm trying to think. I'm rolling through, but I
I don't know anybody.
have one concrete contractor that we used for the curbs downtown last year. He has a business down in the metro, but he came up and
Yep.
did that 1 or 2 day project for us. I mean,
Okay.
that as far as concrete, but not as far as mason.
Okay.
You want to do an RFP?
Steve, is there somebody you specifically know or would you rather?
No, just the company I work with. I thought it'd be good to get my, price from my company, but another company too, not just one price.
Right.
I'll write the RFP, Steve, if you tell me what these specs are that go in it for doing a job like that. because that I don't
Okay.
know.
Can you say again the exact spot in City Park? Like you said from what to what?
It's basically the east side of the park, behind Foster's Place, all the way down to Park Street.
About
It's
300
basically the
feet
entire east side.
Okay.
Sorry
I
about
think
that,
it's 5
Dan.
feet
Go
by
ahead.
300. I think it's 5 feet by 300 feet.
Okay.
Steve, I'll write it and then I'll send it to you and Kent. And Steve, if you can fill in the specs that we need, like however many cubic yards of flagstone or whatever. And then all the other special stuff, like I don't know what kind of foundation you have to have under that, if it's sand or whatever. And then
Yeah,
Kent,
I can tell you what's required to do it.
okay. And Kent, if you can look at it and just add in the Georgetown protocols or requirements. I've been writing RFPs all year, so I'm happy to just drum another one out and send it
So
to you.
psyched.
I know.
All right, perfect.
Better than me, because I
Right.
spend too much time doing it, Beth. So.
Yeah, no, I'll just do another one and I'll send it to you guys to edit.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Ken.
Yes, sir.
You know, from Park on to Taos to 11th.
10th. 10th and Park.
From Park to
No.
11th, what?
Well, it's 11th.
Park to 10th.
No,
But anyway, what's your question?
it's on the north end of the park. Between that and 11th, is there did Jim Noble have anything to do with that runoff that's happening now?
No, although our guys, we've got the materials. They're set for the last week of April. That time frame, last week or two of April, first week of May, to do the drainage project, the French drain, to redo that between the backstop that's at Whirland Park
Yep,
to 11th and Taos.
got it.
And they were just going to follow where Noble did the water main on the west side of Taos. They were
Mhm.
just going to follow that same trench all the way up
Got it.
and then cut over to connect right behind the backstop there. So
So that.
Frozen.
So
I froze him.
That's it.
there. Damn it.
That's that.
So,
So- Fuck you guys.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
God damn it. Fucking Rob. Anyway,
that
All
water.
right.
So
There he is.
All right. Well, he's working on that. We can go. We got last item is our just budget review. Well, we haven't. Others can.
Can't you froze?
what's that?
But budget
can't cut
review
off there.
information. We haven't really spent any money.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and the
Looks like
French
what-
drain's not going to cost anything, but the flagstone will. So
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be big. So,
Yep. We can. That'd be a good one to get done.
yeah.
the one other thing that Kevin didn't mention is they are going to change out the culvert on the Rickety Split Trail.
Nice.
The culvert that's, what is it, 30, 40 feet south of Clear Creek Drive there, where it connects at Clear Creek Drive.
Uh-huh.
Right,
We're gonna-
Kevin?
We're gonna put a taller one in to kind of level that out, so it's not such a big dip there.
Yeah. Cool. That's awesome.
Great.
All right. Excellent.
All right. Anything else, everyone?
I'll motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Bye.
All right. Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Good seeing
Thank
you.
you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
We'll do it in
Next time.
person sometime.
See you soon, vaccinated people.
You gotta keep it vaccinated.
Partly vaccinated people. Hey, can't, oh, no, you're gone. That's okay.